Hi there folks, and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour, issue number 223. So of course the big news story from this week from the world of politics is that Joe Biden becomes the 46th President of the United States of America and the 45th person. So he's not been officially declared the winner yet, however, due to the American voting system with the Electoral College and there being 530 electors in each elector counting towards a vote for each candidate. We're at the point now where we can declare Biden the winner even before it's officially declared because of this first to 270 to win system. So part A, why is the first candidate to win 270 votes considered the winner? So obviously it's considering the halfway point of the 530 electors. So if the candidates got the exact same number of votes once all the votes had been given, it'd be 269 each. So the reason why it's first to 270 wins, because that would be one more than halfway, wouldn't it? So if we take one vote off one of the candidates and give it to the other, it'd be 270 versus 268, so something like that. But anyway, let's prove that Donald Trump couldn't win the presidency based on the current number of votes that have been counted. So because the maximum number of votes he can win, that would mean that, say from all the votes that are left, if they were all to go to Donald Trump, what would his total be? So first of all, we can work out the number of votes that have been counted. So we can add 279 and 214 to get 493. We can take that figure away from the total number of votes, so that means there's 45 votes remaining. And if we add that on to Donald Trump's 214 already, we'll see the maximum we could end up with now is 259 votes, which would still leave him 20 behind Joe Biden. And well done to Joe Biden. So from the entertainment world, Scottish iconic actor Sean Connery dies, and of course he's best known for his portrayal of James Bond, as he was the first to bring the role to the big screen. So he was born in Edinburgh on the 25th of August 1930, so how old was Sir Sean when he died? Well, because it's currently November, he had already had his birthday for this year, so to calculate his age at the time of death, all we have to do is take his year of birth away from the current year, and as you can see there, he was 90 years old when he died, so he had a fantastic innings. So a wee puzzle for part B tells us to add up all the digits of this date. So 3 plus 1 add 1 add 0 add 2 add 0, and we've been asked to give our answer as a 3-digit number. So this all comes to 7, but of course you can write 7 units as a 3-digit number with 0 hundreds, 0 tens and 7 units. So of course, do we notice anything about the result? What an amazing coincidence, it comes to 007. So maybe that's just a wee bit of fate there. So onto a UK story in with a second lockdown in England currently underway. The makers of Andrex toilet paper have assured us they have 100 million toilet rolls standing by, so there's no need to worry or panic buy. So we've to estimate how long this figure will last the United Kingdom. So there's 19 million households approximately in the UK, and they're each going to use 8 toilet rolls per week. So we can do the 19 million multiplied by the 8, so that's going to come to 152 million rolls per week that all these households need. Now there's 100 million toilet rolls stocked up by Andrex, and we need to find out how many times 152 goes into this supply of toilet rolls. In other words, it's a divide. So that comes to a paltry total of 0.657 weeks. And of course, we're asked how many days. So because there's 7 days in a week, there's going to be more days than weeks. So we're going to multiply this figure by 7 and round it to one decimal place. It comes to a paltry total of 4.6 days that massive supply by Andrex have for us. So maybe it is just time to panic yet. Okay, final story, tech story. We've got a new flying sports car which can actually make the transition from a road vehicle to an aircraft in just 3 minutes, and you can actually buy one of these from as early as 2021, assuming of course you're a very rich person, of course. So just 3 minutes, that paltry time, you can turn a road vehicle into an aeroplane. Incredible. So to give you an idea of the concept of 3 minutes, we've got some facts and figures here, some major events to kind of give you an idea of how long this time frame is. So 3 minutes is a quarter as long as the first spacewalk, and that was on the 18th of March 1965. So how long was the first human spacewalk for? So 3 minutes, a quarter as long as the first spacewalk, so this is 1/4. So in order to find the full amount, we need to multiply that 1/4 by 4. So the first human spacewalk lasted for 12 minutes. So 3 minutes is 15 times as long as the first aeroplane flight from the 17th of December 1903. So 3 minutes is 15 times as long as the first airplane flight. So in order to find the length of the first airplane flight, we need to divide the 3 minutes by 15. But because 15 is bigger than 3, it's going to be less than a minute, so we'd be better giving our answer in seconds. So 3 minutes is 3 lots of 60 seconds, which is 180 seconds. And if we divide that figure by 15, we get 12 seconds for the first ever successful airplane flight. So by the time that comes up and your seatbelt sign goes off and you can put your phone on again or listen to your music, it's time to land, isn't it? But anyway, so last one's a really tricky one. So 18,211ths as long as the first ever movie, which was filmed back in 1888. So what we're going to try and do here is try and write this fraction so that we can try and visualise it a bit. So 18,000 is the numerator and 211 is the denominator because it's the fractions in terms of 211ths. So 3 minutes is 18,211ths of the time of the first film. But in order to get back to the time of the first film, what we need to do, like the top, so rather than dividing by 4, we were given a quarter, so we had to times by 4 to undo it, like do the opposite. So for this one, we need to undo this fraction as well. So we need to take our 3 minutes, which again we'll express in seconds, so 180, and rather than divide by the bottom and times by the top, we need to divide by the top because we're undoing it, and then times by the bottom. And that gives us a running time for the first ever feature-length film of just 2.11 seconds. But of course it was filmed in 1888, of course. I thought that was a really surprising figure when I discovered that fact, that I had to tell you it, even if the fraction ended up a wee bit horrific. But anyway folks, there you have it, our word solutions for this week. Hope you enjoyed solving these problems. Stay tuned for next week's edition when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.